What's up, everybody? It is Gage, also known as Vast here. Today, I'm here I interviewed the second half of this fight that happened last week, so I wanted to interview the other half of the fight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it together for the one and only Crisci. Cristian, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, Vast. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Like I said, I talked to Vinny. We talked 2 days ago now. And even before I recorded with Vinny, I wanted to talk to you as well. Tell me how you're feeling, man. It's been a week after the fight, about a week and a half now, actually. How are you feeling right now?
Well, all I can say, Vinny Carlson definitely started my boxing career. I have a lot of respect for him as an opponent, and I definitely got a lot of experience through that loss.
You took on a big challenge with Vinny Carlson being your first fight. Even though his last fight was coming off of a loss against AP the fighter, and you took on a tough challenge for your first fight. Um, do you feel like even though you took on that tough first fight and you did take that loss, that maybe it motivated you? Like, okay, I fought somebody that's bigger than me, taller than me, stronger than me, heavier than me, blah blah blah. Now, if I fight somebody, whoever, it'll give you more confidence knowing you stepped in there with a bigger guy.
Well, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going to get more experience with whoever I fight, whoever breakout gives me, and I'm definitely ready for more challenges. Heart of a lion.
I'm excited to watch you back, man. And I told you, and I saw that I'm glad the camera kind of picked it up too during the live stream. Whenever the fight got stopped, I think the first thing I did was go up to you, and I told you,
Mhm.
do not stop, don't quit. Because I saw, even though there wasn't a whole lot of technique, that you have that heart. How was training going into that fight? I know that I saw some footage of you in a gym hitting pads, maybe hitting some heavy bag, but how was your training camp for this fight?
Honestly, I just say a lot of physical conditioning, a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, squats, pad work, just a lot of simple stuff, and then learning around with self-taught.
Okay, so you were basically like self-teaching yourself for this first fight?
Mhm. For the first one, of course.
Okay. And then now that you have the first camp, I'll say under your belt, your first fight, now where you're like, okay, let's get in a gym now and let's be
Oh
consistent
yeah,
in a boxing gym.
of
Okay.
course. I wanna push back, going more to a boxing gym every single day moving forward.
Okay. And you fought Vinny. What did you weigh in? You weighed in at 155.6, right?
155.6.
Do you want to stay around that weight, or are you like, okay, maybe I'll cut a little bit more, maybe down at like the 140s, or maybe even like the higher 130s?
Probably around 145, 135. Whoever Ledver Gomez gives me as an opponent.
Okay, man. Okay. Um, I know that you've been not going after, but calling out a couple people. I think one of the main people that you've been really going for is Kel. And I know you
hmm
guys have maybe talked a little bit back and forth, negotiating. I don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. Don't
I
say
want to know what you
anything if
think. I
there
actually
is.
want to say it.
For what?
I want to know what you think about this. I want to know if you want to know about this one for sure.
Well, not while we're recording. We could say it after we're done. We could
All right,
talk more
Vash.
about it. Talk about things that could be signed, not signed, whatever. But do you just feel like you and Kel, that is your redemption fight?
Well, I wouldn't say redemption fight because I'm not going to underestimate anybody. I'm stepping in the ring with stronger. I would say tougher opponents. Kel has more ring experience. I'm going to have to get into the boxing gym, know my way around, and taking on Hellboy Kel will be a challenge for sure.
Kel is a tough guy, and I know people sometimes say like, well, he's 0-3, but the thing about and I'm close with Kel. Me and Kel are cool. The thing with Kel is that his three fights were tough fights. He has not backed down. I mean, he fought Pat. in his last fight, which realistically, they are not in the same weight classes at all. Kind of like you and Vinny in a sense. But he took on tough, tough challenges. And you, with your first fight, you took on a really tough challenge. Because not only, like I said in the beginning, Vinny's bigger and heavier, but he had more experience than you. So I think this fight with you and Kel, if it does happen, would be a kind of a battle of the dogs, because I consider both of you guys dogs and not willing to back down from anybody.
Oh, definitely. He's definitely going to be my next opponent July 18th. I'm looking to strive and I'm looking to be relentless for the training camp.
So you're, and of course, without saying if anything's signed or not, because we don't want to leak anything, but is Breakout 9 like you want on that card?
Yes, I do want to try to strive to get main event, main card again. I want to try to promote, make Breakout 09 as big as possible.
What do you think is next for Vinny, for your past opponent? What do you think's next for him?
I would like for him to fight Diesel for Breakout 09. You know, I would love to see him again. You know, he's a great guy, great opponent, and definitely a good rival.
Or do you want to, so say you fight Cal, do you want to try to go for maybe that title around your weight division? Maybe it is like the featherweight division or lightweight division, or maybe even the welterweight division.
Well, I know Luigi wants to fight me, so we'll see what goes on in the future.
Does he want to fight you?
Of course. He said he wants to.
Ooh, that'd be a good fight too, because I know he just
Yes.
went down in weight too. He went down to like
Mhm.
135, I think.
No, he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind me challenging myself for the title. He doesn't mind.
Just whatever fights, man. I would just love to see you back in there. And like you said, you getting in a gym now. And are you actively training there now?
Well, I just got home with my buddy. I'm going to start training camp in just a couple minutes after this interview.
Are you?
For sure.
But do you think taking this loss with Vinny kind of changed your mindset up a little bit?
Well, my mindset remains the same either way, win or lose. I'm still going to strive to be the greatest.
That's a good mindset to have, man. Striving to be the greatest. That's what we all want to be. Do you have any final thoughts, words, call outs, whatever that you would like to say?
Yes, I would like to say for all the controversial words and stuff I'd said to the breakout community, I'd like to make up for it to being a bigger and better person and becoming a fighter, win or lose.
Listen, man, you're already a fighter. You got in that ring. You did what 99% of the population will not do, is to make that walk, which is one of the scariest things you can do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Vast and Christian Crisci with our post-fight interview. Christian, thank you for hopping on with me, man, and have a good day.
I'll see you soon, July 18th.